Hello everybody, my name is Brandon Wells, and I'm the snare section leader for the 2022 marching season with the Kansas State University Marching Band. My job for this season is to lead taps during rehearsals and games, lead snare subsectionals, be a positive example for you and everyone else in the band, and encourage you to be the best you possibly can. So the way the snare section hierarchy is going to go is the very bottom, not a bad thing, everyone's gone through it, are the rookies, which is probably you if you're watching this. And so the rookies, you'll be paired up with a vet, which is somebody who's been on the snare line in a previous year. You'll be paired up with one of them or one of the other section leaders, and they'll be kind of your go-to for this season. They'll be there to help you, they'll be there to give you information, answer questions, anything you might have, so you can have as smooth a transition into this band as possible. So we're talking with the vets. Above that are the two section leaders. Ben, who you'll see in a different video. Ben is our assistant section leader this year. And myself, Brandon, is the head section leader. Above us, if we have a question you can't answer or that we can't answer, then we go to Jack Johnson, who is our drumline GA for this season. And if there's a question that Jack can't answer, then that's when we go to Dr. Trace and Dr. Wimmer, because they'll know all the information. So communication is really important in this band and in life in general. Big thing, check your email every single day. Check your Kansas State email every single day. Dr. Trace will be sending emails very often. Jack will be sending emails very often. It's incredibly important that you check those emails every single day and respond as promptly as possible. A lot of those emails will need a quick response. Also, be sure you're checking the drumline Slack on a regular basis. Every day, that's when a lot of the drumline specific information will get sent out, like music, information about rehearsals, stuff like that, you know. So this summer, what you can expect from Jack and the rest of the section leaders, we will have video assignments. You already know about this. We've already completed one. So those will always be due Saturday, 11:59 p.m. And you'll get comments from Ben and myself, usually by Wednesday. Wednesday will be the deadline for that. Also, mark your calendar. We have a drumline camp in June, from June 24th to June 26th. And we also have a July camp from July 22nd to July 24th. After that, last thing you really need to worry about is band camp, August 14th to 21st. Mark your calendars, it's important. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Ben, the assistant section leader for the snares again. In this video, I'm gonna talk about a lot of the just general information for a day-to-day or a week-to-week in band, and then sort of the main things we have this summer for the drumline. And then at the end, I'll talk about sort of the traditions and fun little things that we do as a line. So information-wise, starting, I guess now, be sure that you're keeping up with video assignments and checking the Google Doc that Jack talked about in the meeting last week, and then the Slack. If you haven't already, you should have gotten an email from Nathan Smith requesting for you to join the Slack. The Slack is the whole drumline's main official course of communication with each other. That way we can also post files of music or MP3s of recordings and stuff. So if you're looking to communicate with drumline, obviously you can email any of the leadership, me, Brandon, Nathan, Jack, and we'll get back to you. But if you want more quick, sort of, I guess, laid back, but still the official communication link, the Slack is going to be the place to go. With DT and Dr. Wimmer, their main course of communication is going to be email, and it's going to be super important that you guys check your emails every day, not only for band, but when the school year starts, just for your general classes. DT loves sending emails. You'll usually get them at like 2:30, 3 in the morning. There'll be usually a couple grammar or spelling errors, but that makes it all the more fun. So be sure you're checking your email for updates from DT. And then the Slack, like I said, is going to be the main official course of contact between everyone in the drum line. There's also going to be the unofficial, unaffiliated sort of group chat on Snapchat that the Snares will have, and that's how we'll create the carpool groups for game days. I'll get into that here in a little bit. So once we all meet and we can add each other on Snapchat, we'll create a separate group chat, and that's more just for day-to-day check-ins, see how everyone's doing, coordinate dinners or lunches or hangouts between members of the line. So this summer, be sure you're really keeping on top of the video assignments, checking Slack, email, the Google Doc. Come end of June, we're gonna have our first drumline camp, and Jack sent out sort of an itinerary for what that's gonna look like. Super excited for that, to meet up and to have 3 days to really get down to business and work with everybody and get to know everybody. And then we're gonna have another one of those in July, the same deal where it's gonna be a 3-day camp at the end of July. And then band camp is in August. The dates for everything are on, Jack mentioned it in the Zoom meeting last week, that the dates for everything are gonna be at the very bottom of the band page, under like the Pride section. It'll have like important dates. So both drumline camps are on there, band camp dates are on there. Band camp, sort of a day-to-day with band camp. It's gonna be, we're gonna be up early, meeting at McCain. We'll usually do either an outdoor session in the morning where we're marching, learning drill, getting used to how it feels to march on the field. And then in the afternoon, depending on weather and heat, we'll go inside and do a music block where we'll then rehearse in McCain Auditorium with everybody working on music, or those can be flipped where we'll do music blocks in the morning and then marching in the afternoon and evenings. So it's going to be a whole week of every day getting up and coming to band camp ready to go. It'll be hot. Make sure you have water. I believe we're getting Ludwig care packages and fanny packs, but make sure you have water, sunscreen. I don't know if you can tell, my head is peeling. I got burnt this Memorial Day weekend, so my head is starting to peel. So I will be constantly putting on sunscreen, and I advise you all to do the same. Water, sunscreen, snacks. We do get food breaks for band camp, and then at the end of band camp, on the Friday and Saturday, I believe we have the night off on Friday, and then Saturday, I believe the only thing we have is a parade or a pep rally of some kind, and those are super fun. So that's band camp. Once we get into the school year, the full band rehearsals are going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 5:20. Drumline, I believe, is meeting about 15 minutes before, so at 3:15 to warm up for each of those full band rehearsal days. If there is a game day on a Saturday, we will also have a rehearsal then that Friday before. So on game weeks, it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, full band rehearsals. And then Fridays, we polish the drums, load the truck. We'll get into all of that when the time comes. But then we're also going to have sectionals, which are going to be Wednesday nights. It's a 2-hour chunk, and it's either going to be from 7 to 9 or 8 to 10. But that's always on Wednesday nights, depending on everyone's availability. Then there's also going to be subsectionals, which is then just going to be the snare line meeting up to work on stuff. And so that'll probably be on a Monday, just so that we're not having 2 different rehearsals at 2 different times on a different day of the week. So during the season, there's most likely a chance that you'll be going to band every day. And it sounds like a lot, and it is, but it is very doable. A good portion of the band, including myself, were in engineering majors, which can be grueling and time consuming. There's also architects, so there's a little bit of everything with major wise, and so it is doable. Brandon and I and Jack and Nathan and DT and Dr. Wimmer, we're all here to support you guys and help you guys get through the hard times that might arise as this season gets going and the semester gets going, just with scheduling and everything. So that's what sort of a week looks like in band. Saturdays, game days. Game days can be up to 13 hours long, depending on when kickoff is and when we're meeting, if the snares are getting breakfast. And so, like I talked about earlier with carpools, that'll be set up with the Snapchat group chat, and you'll probably then be put in a separate carpool group chat. And what this is, there's only a limited number of spots that the band has to park at Bill Snyder Family Stadium on game days, and so we'll set up where a vet will drive and pick a set amount of people up, and you'll be in the same carpool every week. And so then you'll get picked up in the morning and then driven home after the game. And so game days for 11 a.m. kickoffs, normally I wake up around 3, because we normally then get breakfast around 3:30, and then our call time is usually, if I remember right, it's usually between 4 and 5. And so call times for the games are multiple hours beforehand, and we're meeting, we're setting up, we're warming up, we're rehearsing with the whole band eventually, and then we're going out to do little pet bands for donors and people that wanted to pay for that. And so it is a long day, but it's full of fun. The games are incredible. We have Deuce Vaughn still. That's going to be awesome. We have Martinez as our quarterback. Hopefully he's as good, if not as better than Skylar. But so games are going to be full of fun, full of sweat, full of maybe tears, maybe blood. But it'll be a good time. So that's what sort of day-to-days look like for here to the start of the season. What I want to talk about now is sort of the little traditions that we do as a snare line specifically. So we're going to have a snares giving, which is going to be the week before, the week after Thanksgiving, and we'll have a sign-up sheet on Excel probably where people can sign up to bring certain dishes, and we'll just meet up and have a Thanksgiving dinner with the snares. And then we're also going to have a Secret Santa, which the gift exchange will be on one of the nights of the bowl trip. And so we'll also have a sign-up sheet that people can put preferences for things that they like, so that then you can go on the list and find who your person is and then buy stuff. There's also going to be a budget set up. And so then bring the gifts with you on the bowl trip, and then we'll have a night that we exchange gifts and hang out. And then lastly, the next big tradition that the snares have is that the way we tape our sticks, we do a black stripe at the bottom of the sticks, and we'll get together hopefully before the first home football game, and we'll watch a documentary about K-State football and how it was really bad a long time ago, and then the awesome legend, as you probably all know, Bill Snyder came in and coached the team and really made K-State athletics and football what it is today. And so we'll watch a documentary about that, and then the stripe on our sticks is sort of just a way to remember and show appreciation and respect to Bill Snyder. So we'll talk more about that. Super excited for this coming season. Like I said, be sure you guys are keeping up with summer assignments and coming to the band camps. And we're really excited to get things going in the fall. Thanks.